It's so good to be back again. So, welcome to Entrepreneurship with Purpose. The conversation still continues. So, today we have a guest all the way from Nigeria who's going to be sharing what she does as an entrepreneur. So, Ebere, welcome, and thank you so much for taking your time out to join us today.
Thank you so much, Piwe, for
So,
having me. Yeah,
oh my
thank
goodness.
you.
I am so excited having you here because not only are you an entrepreneur, you are addressing mental health, which is something that's this is something big for me because most of us have some mental health challenge that we are probably, we
Not open to share.
go, we don't want to talk about our mental health and you're addressing mental health challenges in your organization, and it's very good to have you here. And what I understand with what you do, you have this organization, My Buddy, which I've linked on the bottom to say you have this online organization where you address mental health challenges. You connect people battling with their mental health to the right experts and psychologists. Yeah, do you know what I mean? That's what you do. That's what I understand with what you
Yeah,
do. And
yeah.
you're doing this amazing job. And people can access the website www.mycarebuddy.org if you want to be connected to a psychologist, you want somebody to talk to about your mental health. Please go on the organization on the website, register, and then be connected to a psychologist. I've also made sure that I've put in the link in the comments for people to have a look and go see. And thank you so much. It's good to have you here. Everybody, I welcome everybody on this live. And please, as you join in, tell us where you're joining us from, and let's just get the conversation rolling. Thank you so much. So let's just get right into it, Ebiri. I want to know, who is Ebiri? Where are you from? And why mental health?
Okay, thank you so much, Piwe. It's really nice finally putting a face to the personality. Yeah, because of course, we've had communications here and there, but this is our first live communication. So, Ebere is what you see here, Ebere, and the surname is Okonkwo. My name is Ebere Okonkwo from Nigeria, Enugu State to be precise. A little town in Enugu State called Awgu to be precise. So I really need to put my place in the map. That's why I'm doing this. Okay. All right. Why mental health? Yeah, that's usually the very big question. Like, why mental health? Why is a graduate of political science delving into mental health? Like the discrepancy is really huge. So yes, why mental health? Mental health because I think there is a huge work to be done in the mental health sector. I think there is a whole lot of dysfunctionality, a whole lot of challenges that people face as individuals and as people trying to connect with other persons in our world today. Especially, I would always want to talk from the African perspective. Especially as Africans, there's a whole lot going on among people. There's a whole lot going on within people that they don't necessarily have access to finding solutions to. Okay, what am I going on and on about?
Mm,
Discussions about mental health are really not the ones that are socially acceptable. They are not the ones that are applauded by people because
yes.
there is this huge amount of stigma attached to such discussions. People believe that if you want to start dwelling so much about how your mind is at a moment, how you're feeling
Mm,
emotionally, how your psychology is working, they begin to look at you some kind of weird way and concluding that is this one all right, or automatically classifying you as somebody that should be treated as a psychiatric patient, right? And despite all these beliefs, despite all these thought processes, So many of us, whether we are ready to accept or not, are either going through one thing or the other that are affecting us very negatively inside of us. And at the end of the day, what you have inside is what tells outside. That is what affects your productivity. That is actually even what affects your physical look. That is what affects your physical health. So whether we are ready to have these conversations or not, it doesn't take it away from the picture. So I identify this problem because yes, I'm actually somebody that is ready to really voice out that myself over some period of time I'd had reasons to, have some things not going quite the way you should go mentally and psychology, which is also the reality of so many people, more people than are ready to really say that. But I'm choosing to be a voice. So having found myself in such a situation and looking that, oh, it would have been better, it would have been easier for me to navigate such situations if there was an available platform, right? That would allow me to really have some kind of conversations that I want to have, to have access to tools and expertise that will really help me navigate those times. That would have been so much better for myself. And I use myself as a case study that this is me. There must be a whole lot of other persons, probably with cases like mine, and also other people that really have real psychological issues that demands real attention. So I decided to create a platform where people can, why if they choose to, of course, still
Mm-hmm.
keep their identity hidden, they don't necessarily have to go pay a psychologist in the physical clinic a visit and have their
Yes.
names written down and have their faces seen. So wherever you are, you can easily have access to, these experts that would, with the level of their experiences and expertise, still give you the services that you need to be able to, come out from whatever state it is you're going through at a particular time. And so my company was born, and we are still doing a mental health business and trying to make mental health something that should be more welcoming and not something that should put people off at the sound of it.
Oh my goodness. I'm so
Yeah.
moved. This is why this platform is called Entrepreneurship with Purpose, because I like what you spoke about, that many Africans, we suffer in silence because, we still face the whole taboo when you say you're
Yeah.
depressed. We have this,
You will be
we
flogged with broom,
yes,
deliverance here and there. Come on.
yes, definitely. And we are told, no, we need to go to church. We need to pray this out. The minute you say, I suffer from anxiety, it's that no, you need to go to church. And which I don't dispute. Church is a good thing. However, what if I
Sure.
need to talk to somebody? What if
Yeah.
I'm just in a dark place? So I love what you mentioned about the from the history of getting into our African communities, and then linking into your own experience. You took this issue and you made it a case study with yourself. And I also love the whole idea of having this online, because sometimes, as much as people want to talk to somebody, they physically don't want to go there. Physically going there is a huge step. you
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
literally have to, it's a big step, just coming out there and saying, oh my goodness, I'm seeing a psychologist, or physically going to have this appointment with your therapist or whatsoever. So, which, props to you. And I love it so much, and I hope people go on. Anybody, once again, I'm going to keep on mentioning this, anybody who has mental health challenges, please do go on mycarebuddy.org, and they will connect you to the right person to assist you. And I also understand that this is a startup. You are 2 years into entrepreneurship. You still growing your business. I feel like, which is already big. You still growing your
Amen.
it's big. It's big. It's big. It's very big, because I was also on your website, and I also saw that you also take in organizations, and you plug the right, if an organization wants to reach out to you to say, okay, I've got this team which I want to access psychologists or whatsoever, you connect them. So also, if you are an organization out there, your team is not in the right, you feel like your team needs assistance in terms of their mental health care, Ebere is the right person to talk to. So I'm sorry about that. So, like I said, you are a startup entrepreneur. Basically, you started 2 years ago. You have this amazing platform, and I just want us you. I want us to please. I want you to please take us through the journey of um
Hmm.
starting My Care Buddy.
Okay, the journey part. Thank you so much. And yeah, another amen to the huge parts, because at the end of the day, that's what we want. So thank you so much for the kind information that you're sharing about the platform. So yeah, the journey has been beautiful, because beautiful is relative to the beholder, right? I think,
Mm-hmm.
in my own words. So yeah, beautiful does not necessarily mean all rosy. It does not necessarily mean all soft. But beautiful, so long as you find some sort of clarity, some sort of growth process, and some fun too, in the process. I think it's beautiful. So yeah, having said that, it's been a lot. Ah, it's really, really, really been a lot. Okay. It's not the easiest thing to do, to go against the tide, especially being a female who society expects to, at the most, go get a degree and then get married and then
Oh,
give us
yes, that.
children. Give us children. We need grandchildren, Come on. What do you think you're doing, right? It is not the most applauded thing ever in this our climb, right? So that's it. It has not really been the easiest thing to do. And even existing in the world of entrepreneurship, there are so many people that are not quick to give you the benefit of the doubt. They have skepticism written all over them, either voiced out or not. They are looking at you like, what exactly is she doing? She even know what she's doing, And sometimes, despite the fact that you definitely have an idea of what you're doing, especially when you've identified a problem, which in my case I did identify, and seeking to provide a solution to, at some point it's going to definitely get very tough, right? And you might just need like a little bit of encouragement here, a little bit of validation here, to give you that emotional energy to keep going. But trust me, most times you're not going to get that. And yes, most times I didn't get that. And
Mm,
entrepreneurship is a lonely journey. I'm sorry it seems
mm,
like I'm giving out all the bad facts, but yeah, they are facts and they should be given
mm,
out. It's not only when we have like this huge thing to celebrate and we put it all out there and people are like, oh wow, wow, wow. There is like a very vigorous process at the back. So entrepreneurship is really, really lonely most of the times. The only thing that keeps me, you asked me to share my journey, right? So I'm going to
mhm.
share my perspective and anybody can resonate with it as much as possible. So most of the time, the only thing that keeps me going is my why.
Oh,
My
yes.
why. And that's what I shared in the beginning. Why are you
Mm,
doing this? Am I doing this because I want to, have the cool vibes of being an entrepreneur? Am I doing this because I want to make large wads of cash in the quickest
mhm,
time possible? Am I
mhm,
doing this for I don't know, what else do people think people do this kind of things for?
mhm.
Am I doing it because I just want my name to be written among those people that did this particular kind of things? No. But then I those times I remember that I'm actually on this for a reason bigger than just establishing an enterprise. I'm actually doing this for a reason than bigger than providing a solution to a problem. I'm actually doing this from a place where I know that The world is a very dark place to be. Now, I'm talking
Yes.
about from my ventures perspective that provides mental health care. The world is really a very dark, and it can be very traumatizing sometimes. It can be very sad sometimes. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of pressure. A lot of people
Mm,
go through
yes.
things. And sometimes just one little flicker of hope, one little flicker of light, one little flicker of encouragement could be all one person needs at a particular time that will save them from here and bring them here. And
Mm,
when I remember that one person maybe having interactions and sessions with consultants through my platform or even myself, and then they get it. They get a reason why, oh, okay, yeah, I've been feeling this way before, but oh, I can actually feel this way. And then they have a
mm,
reason to want to continue. And when I remember that thing, that one, two, three, we might not get all the numbers now, right? But then when I remember one, two, three cases of people that have been helped, that have been given hope, that have been given a reason to want to continue, that have been given a reason to value themselves more, that have been given a reason to want to push, continue pushing till they really get to where it is they're going to. I get all the encouragement that I get. So, despite how difficult it might be, despite the times when it looks like I'm putting in so much effort and I'm only getting this tiny bit of result, despite those times when it seems like, are you sure you're not wasting your time? I remember my why, and
mm.
it keeps me going. And yes, every little victory here and there is, yeah, it might seem this little, but to me, it gives me so much validation of what I'm doing, and it gives me a whole lot of more energy to want to do more. Yeah.
Amazing. Know your why. So remember your why. Even when the world is closing in on you, you remember your why. I also like support, you know what you said about the world being a dark place, that resonated with me. The world is a very dark place, and people are carrying so much. People are going through a lot. You know, we look at people every day, we laugh with them, we smile with them, but like when they go home, we are not certain if they go home to peace. And so you having this platform is amazing. And I hope anybody who's watching does connect. And
Yeah.
if they need any help, please do connect, because you can't suffer in silence, you know. You can't
There's no
suffer in
reason
silence,
to.
especially now that we are having online platforms. You know, you are also breaking the digital divide. You know, you tackling so much as an entrepreneur. You're not only looking at the entrepreneur, you know, the mental health aspect, you're also looking
Yeah.
into
We are
addressing, you know, the
integrating
digital divide.
technology.
Yes, you also a tech entrepreneur actually, because you
Yeah.
have this amazing website where we can connect with people that we don't even know, but they
Yeah.
are helping us. So it's, you know, you're doing something that's very amazing, and I will keep on encouraging people to go on the website and connect to any, you know, connect so that you can be connected to the right person to talk to. And the next question I have with you, some of the challenges that you face as a mental health entrepreneur versus as well as a tech entrepreneur? What are some of the challenges that you face?
Okay. First, I'm definitely going to start from breaking into the market from the perspective of breaking the very huge, solid, stigmatizing wall that already exists in the mind of people. Immediately, you mention, okay, I have this organization that provides mental health. Immediately, there is an unconscious zoning out, like, I'm not interested. I'm not your audience. Don't speak to me. Like, why would you be telling me about something about mental health? Am I mad and all that? So, in as much as it's sounding strange and weird, it's something that we experience every day. And this is not just limited to maybe, they are not that exposed. No, we're talking about really exposed people here. We're talking about educated people here, even those
Mhm.
who really know the importance of mental health, but they've bought into the system of stigma. They've accepted the fact that people would not be comfortable having these conversations. And it really makes me sad that you know that this is important and you still feel that people are not comfortable with this. Is that a reason why we should let it remain so? While the statistics of people that are falling victims to cases like this as a result of depression, the statistics of people committing suicide, the statistics of people living below their full potential, the statistics of people living unhappy, unhealthy lives keep rising. Do we turn a blind eyes to that because we feel people are not ready to have these conversations? So stigmatization is a huge, huge challenge in this sector of entrepreneurship. Another thing would be, yeah, sometimes, setting up an enterprise like this, given that you are so very invested in what you're doing, you have all the passion that is needed to make it work, but more times than not, it takes one person to really get it to where it should go to. It takes more than just an individual. It takes more than even the organization. It actually takes a whole community. It takes support from here. It takes support from there. It takes some recognition to a certain level that would open certain doors to make what it is you're doing to get exposed to other people, and then it keeps having a ripple effect. So just like I said, entrepreneurship being a lonely journey, that those support systems are not ever readily available. And sometimes they are really critical to the growth of such enterprise, like really, really critical, really, really critical. Given that you've given your 100%, there's still some push that are necessary, right? There's still some push that are necessary to take one from one level to another. And most times they are very difficult to come by. And that could be a challenge. Another challenge would also be, um, still speaking personally, could also be the gender thing,
Mhm.
which still comes down to our mind, because automatically, whether acknowledged or not, there is a barrier placed already over you when you're seen as a female entrepreneur. What exactly is she doing? Like, what are you doing with yourself? And most people are not, they feel sometimes it's not exactly their fault, but some due to the societal constructs and the way we've positioned and posture our mind and our thinking, a lot of people just don't believe that things as huge as this could thrive in the hands of a female. This is not to say that we don't believe that a female can actually achieve anything, but there are some particular things that would think, oh no, yeah, give the woman this, she's going to do it very well, she's going to be extremely excellent. But this, no, know your place. So that could automatically creates like a barrier and a huge challenge. So instead of focusing your energy on really wanting to provide the solution or really wanting to make sure that this gets to the right places, you are also simultaneously trying to break through that barrier already, trying to break through that thinking that people have. And it's almost like you are proving something out to the society before they really, okay, oh wow, so this is really something very valid. So these are some of the challenges. I wouldn't want to mention um finances. That's everybody's struggle, right? So it's not supposed to be mentioned, but these are some of the basic challenges that you know we encounter here.
Oh my goodness. So gender is a universal issue.
So yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
yes, it is. And the whole know your place thing, sometimes it It's not even about them saying it, but you know that look when you get when you present when you have
Body
to present something.
language. Yeah.
Yes, and it's that she doesn't know her place.
Mm-hmm.
I can totally relate to that. It's we go through so much, especially female entrepreneurs. We go through so much, and the constant need to always have a voice and not allowing them to shut your voice also comes across as, oh no, this one
And
is disrespectful. Yes, it comes across like
exactly, that's what I wanted to say. Coming off as being rude
yes,
and maybe proud because you feel you actually have a voice and you
yes,
should be
yes,
given the
yes.
space to voice out. But then you're supposed to be, covered and subdued and somewhere wherever it is you're placed. And man, you're not supposed to live like that, are we?
No, it's not our portion. We shouldn't be living like this.
No.
It's very it's disheartening, but we have to conquer. We conquer either way. And I want to ask you as well, what is the highlight of the work that you do? That's just one highlight where, if everything, sometimes things just go wrong, but you hang on to that one thing. What is that highlight for the work that you do?
Okay, thank you. I must have mentioned during the course of,
Mm.
speaking previously. So my highlights will continue. We keep being having a positive response and feedback from even just one person that has
Oh,
benefited from the services that we offer. This is a whole lot much bigger highlight than anybody could, ever look forward to having. So what that does to me is it gives me the validation, it gives the work that I do the validation that it needs, right? And I know that for this one person there is a whole lot more persons that could actually benefit from this, and this might have gotten bigger than me as of now. So it's not just me wanting to flow the business, it's actually the society, is actually a generation that should be getting a reason to have a hope to hold on to have a reason to continue pushing through. So this is not just me. This is not just about how I feel at a particular moment. This is not just about all the success stories that I'm experiencing, but it's actually about the value, the impact that one person would translate into two, we translate into 1,000, we translate into hundreds of thousands, getting a positive result from the services that we provide. That's all the highlights I need, to be honest.
oh my good. I'm so moved by your response because everything that I also do is to just make an impact. I'm not looking for a big audience. Even if I can get through to one person, that's more than enough. And that's what you say here. You I resonate with that because it's important. Sometimes people are looking to make a big impact in terms of a whole, like a large audience. And sometimes it just takes you reaching out to that one person. That one
Yeah.
person can make all the difference that you need.
Mm-hmm.
So that I'm moved by that. It's impact. And this is why this platform is called Entrepreneurship with Purpose. We're looking to make an impact. We're not looking, yes, the audience will come as we grow. However, the impact is there. We are making it. And
Yeah.
that's what we live for. We live for making an impact. And my second last question to you is why is being an entrepreneur very rewarding for you?
Okay. There are a couple of reasons, right? One of them I just mentioned. Another
Mhm.
would be um, the experience of really doing something that is not very comfortable, something that is not written on stones. Like if you the experience, the feeling of knowing that your success to a large extent lies in your hands. So if you decide to sleep it all away and lazy it all away or feel bad about it all away, then it lies in your hands. But if you decide to really fold your sleeves, get into the field, do the work, no matter how tasking it is, and then get the results. It lies in your hands. So that's really thrilling, No matter how crazy it could get, it really, really get very crazy. But that's a thrilling feeling that it's all the adrenaline. It's a lot of adrenaline. It pushes you like you can actually do something. You're not depending on some boss somewhere to to create an impact or something. It's all lies in your hands. If you succeed, it's really in your hands. If you don't, to a large extent, it's in your hands. So that's really huge. Another thing would be the opportunity to, no matter how little, actually give opportunities for some other persons to have some means of engagement, right? Like currently, I have some people that are working with us. I like to call them co-workers, like teammates, colleagues on this My Body project, and it's really fulfilling. Like through this, some people are having something, it's no matter how minute, because every huge thing tomorrow begins definitely from a very minute place. So that's also another very a very huge boost for me. That's another thing that I think I enjoy as an entrepreneur. And yeah, the daily challenges, you can never be sure of what happens tomorrow. You just can never be sure. It keeps me going.
I I totally love what you said, and I resonate with the thrill of everything
Yeah,
lies.
yeah,
It's here, and that's
yeah.
when, even when we read the Bible, bless the work of my hands, because that's what we
You need
have.
to have a work of your hands.
Yes, this
What
is
will
the
be blessed?
entrepreneurship. Yes,
No
entrepreneurship.
vacuum.
Yes, entrepreneurship is the work of your hands. Like for the believers,
Exactly.
yes, it's that these like the work of my hands are blessed, and I
Yeah,
need to leverage on the fact that these hands are blessed, and it's thrilling. I know, because it's that if anything goes wrong, this is all I have, and that's how I've always looked at my life and life in general. But this is what I have. This is what I have, and I need to leverage off that. And that's why it's so rewarding. And
yeah,
I just love what you said, and also having this opportunity to people around you, your team, to be blessed because you said yes to this call, because I also believe
yeah,
entrepreneurship is a calling. You said yes.
yeah,
You said yes to starting. So 4 or 5 other people are blessed. And that's how I also look at entrepreneurship, that whoever is saying yes, people around you are benefiting. It's not only you as the
yeah.
founder, but
It's
people
bigger than
around
you,
you.
much bigger than
Yes,
you.
it's bigger than you. That's why I'm always saying entrepreneurship with purpose, because you saying yes to that idea, you saying yes to wanting to implement that project, that idea, and go for it. And this is my last question to you. Um, how do you want to be remembered?
Hmm. Okay. Okay. This is like a really it's a heavy question, really heavy question. Yeah. So, I want to be remembered. I want to be remembered, um, not collectively, like the whole world or a particular community remembering me for just this thing, but I would like to be remembered by individuals scattered in different places as somebody that at one point or the other, no matter how transient, no matter how minute, that had put a smile somehow in their face, or at that time when it seemed like, yeah, the world was closing in on them, something I said, something I did, or my body gestures, anything, gave them a reason to want to continue, give them a reason to know that I can do this. It might be verbal, it might be a verbal interaction between us, it might be non verbal. It could be just an observation of me, my little self, with my little thing that I'm doing and gaining a little bit of inspiration. And because of that, all within themselves, without me knowing, they have a reason to, oh, I can do this. And they actually do that. I want to be remembered like that by different people.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. That was so powerful.
Thank
Just to
you.
be remembered, the little,
Yeah.
whatever you said, whatever you did, whether it's your body gestures, whether it's that smile that you
Mm-hmm.
you you, you gave, but you, as long as it made an impact to somebody. Thank you so much. Thank you for
Thank
your time,
you.
Barry. Thank you so
Thank
much for your
you.
time. You're doing amazing work, and I love what you do. You are you are saving Africa. You are actually saving Africa. Um, I'm going to say that because I know we need, Africans, we've been through so much. Here in South Africa, we've went through the apartheid, there was slavery, there was, there were all these um very, very terrible encounters that we faced. And I do believe that they've had an impact on us as Africans. And sometimes organizations, not sometimes, organizations like yours are also addressing that, because you have people who always talk about the past so much. It's because some of them are hurt, they're not talking about the past from a very positive place. And here you are with this platform that's saving Africa, giving them voices to come out of any mental health issue that they might be facing. So I thank you so much for your work. I thank you so much for your contribution. And if anybody wants to head over to your website and wants to be connected to a psychologist, it's
My
www.mybuddyorg, mycarebuddy.org. Please connect if you want assistance in terms of your mental health. Please consider going over there. You'll be connected to the right um, experts. It's online, so you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to take yourself out of somewhere, but you can access it online. And thank you so much. This is
have
Entrepreneurship with
one word.
Purpose. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. I just wanted to say that yeah, beyond providing mental health supports to people, right? We go a little bit beyond that to providing all sense of wellness and self appreciation, self value, self worth to people. So, if for
Yes.
any reason, for maybe immediate circumstances that you are experiencing in your environment, it could manifest in different ways. You are beginning to doubt you are beginning to lesser appreciate yourself. You're beginning to doubt your value. You might really get a whole lot of support from a support system. And I wanted to mention also that currently we have like a project going on that is targeted at women. PWA, I think this is really something
Mm,
you might want to project because it's
mm,
mental health support that comes at no price, zero price. And the reason for this is because an organization thought it necessary, saw the
mhm.
importance for this kind of support to women, especially women entrepreneur, and they are sponsoring this project for women to benefit from it at no cost. So this is something we are doing now. As a woman, the only criteria you need to meet is to be a woman because come on, the women need a whole lot of support, I think. So
Mhm.
just be a woman, you can benefit from this at no cost and wherever it is, just like PWA had stressed over time, is digital. So you could be anywhere and still get support from this expert. So all you need to do is just get connected with us in any of our social media platforms at MyCareBuddy. Just send a DM and you are right on your way to accessing all the supports that you need. I think this is something that the society should
Oh my goodness.
consider
Thank you
about.
so much, Ebere, for that. Please send me all that information, and then I will also have a call out post so that they can go
Okay.
and access that. Yes. Send me the information, and then they'll just go straight there and access this beautiful and amazing opportunity. And yet again, thank you so much, Ibiri, for your time. Thank you so much for the work that you do. This is entrepreneurship with purpose. We thank you. We, you know, this platform, we wanted to grow because we know that people are in their entrepreneurial journeys. They are also fulfilling and answering the call and addressing so many challenges in society. So we thank you so much, Ibiri, for your time. We'll definitely do a call out for your post. Thank you. You're doing amazing work. We appreciate we appreciate, and thank you everybody who joined in, and whoever is going to watch, please watch and go find the information again. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Piwe. You're also doing amazing. Like
Thank
you're
you.
doing amazing. You're doing things I wish I could have to do. Yeah. Well
Thank you
done.
so much. Thank you. We'll talk soon.
All right.
All right,
Bye.
bye.